Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Deni. If you're brand new, thank you for stopping in. If you're an oldie but goodie, welcome back. So today I wanted to try something a little bit different. I have deemed 2021 as my no buy or officially shopping my stash year. I am hoping not to add anything new into my collection just because I have way too much stuff and I really just want to get to know the things that I have and give second chances to some products that didn't work out the first time. So for today, I want to do a second chance style using a palette that people deemed as kind of womp womp womp. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette was one that people hated or they loved. For some reason, I don't really remember if I enjoyed this palette or not. I remember having a rough time using a few of the shades, that I do remember, and also like creasing with shades. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it another chance just because I want to see if I can come up with a cool look using this. And this whole year, I want to do some new things, just using things that I already own. I don't know what I'm going to call these videos, but in any case, let's go ahead and get started. If you want to know what I have on my face, go ahead and comment down below, and then I don't know if I'm going to have time to list everything. I'll try my best. This year, I'm going to try my best. Well, first off, looking at this palette, I'm really drawn to the green shades because they're like the deepest. And I know that they're more on like the more cooler side of the spectrum, and sometimes that doesn't always look great on me, but this whole palette looks kind of cool tone. It has warm shades, but they tend to pull a little bit more cool on the warm shades for some reason. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna start off by using Dawn because that's the most like neutral shade, and even with that, it's kind of dark. You'll see in a second. For my lid, I'm gonna start by just applying that. For some reason, this brush is stiff as a board. Sometimes I get like that. I don't know. I wash them and sometimes they just stay stiff. If you were wondering, I'm using a Luxie taper blending brush in the 205, and this is from like their Periwinkle Purple collection. I'm gonna go back into that again, and I will tap off some excess. And I am going to just go ahead and pounce that around above my crease. And instantly you see that if I go in too deep, you're gonna see that it becomes a little bit more orangey. It becomes a little bit more orangier on my skin tone just because of my skin. So next up, I want to go into the color Untamed, and I think I'm going to switch out my brush to another brush. I'll still pick a Luxie brush. This one is a small taper blending brush in the 231. And I'm going to go ahead and use that Untamed color, which is the green shade. But again, tapping it off. And then I am going to put this like right in my crease. Now I have wrinkly lids because I'm older. And I have to be very careful when putting on certain shades because they can crease up on my eye. And this one just did that. But that's mostly because of my skin. Mature skin tends to do that. Tends to wrinkle when you like move it around. And as you can see, I'm not taking it all the way in. I am just like bringing it like, I don't know, what is this, like starting from like a quarter of the crease, and then I will have to blend. Now wherever I place this, I see that it does not blend very evenly. I don't know if it's the brush, don't know if it's the actual shadow, don't know. All right, what I do know is that if you grab too much of this, it's gonna be too dark. That I do know. So let's give this another try. Yeah, you see it's definitely separating right here. I might just switch my brush. I'm gonna place it on there and then I'm gonna switch my brush. I'm gonna get a little bit more of a fluffier brush, another Luxie one. This one is the Blending 237. And I'm just gonna blend. There was some aggressive blending going on. So originally I was not going to pass this first section, but because I did there, I have to do the same thing with this eye. And I feel like this eye over here is just a little bit darker for some reason. I can't figure it out. Can't figure out why I always put a little bit more eyeshadow on this eye than I do on this eye. I think I want to go into the color Edge, which is this yellow shade, and I'm not sure. I kind of want to just place it in there. I don't think I need to cut my crease, but I think I just want to put that right onto the lid. Yeah, I didn't even have to like cut my lid for it to show up, which I love. I love when I just have to apply the stuff and then it just stays on. All right, so that color is on there. And then for the outer corner, I think I want to use the color Access, which is just deeper. And I'm looking for a good brush to do that with that won't give me a bunch of fallout. All right, I'm gonna go in with this one. Oh, also I just used a Wet n Wild flat brush for the lid. Then this is one from Vintage Cosmetics, but it's just like the flat type of eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna go ahead, grab some of that Access color, and I'm going to put that right on the outer corner, placing that right there. I like to place it first, and then I like to just go and like just kind of brush it towards the end. And then I will slowly bring it in towards that yellow. So then I'm gonna go back in with the Edge color, and I will just pat over over that end. I feel like I didn't fill in this area right here. And then I'm gonna have to take a blending brush and I'm gonna go ever so lightly into the Access color, and I'm going to go ahead and try to blend that yellow and that green together. Then for my lower lash line, I'm going to use this smudging brush that's actually for brows, but it's so thick. I think it's going to be great for smudging under the eye. And I'm going to take a color like, I don't know, I kind of want like a taupier color. So I think I'm going to take Mercury ever so lightly, and I'm going to put that in my lower lash line. I know I don't have that on the top, but that's okay. Then I'm going to clean off the brush, and I'm going to go back into the color Edge, and ever so lightly again, I'm going to tap that off, and I'm going to run that across the lower lash line and try to like blend that brown with that yellow. And then this palette has a beautiful like iridescent or color shifting color called Electric, and it's like a goldish like goldish to green. I'm gonna put that right in the inner corner. It's the reason why I left this gap kind of like open. So with colors like that, I like to bring them up a little bit more and try to marry them into the eyeshadow that I just did. And there might need some blending to happen. If I mess up anything, I just go back in and I fix it. So I'm really liking that color scheme on the eyes, but I need to sharpen these edges because right here, I don't like the way that looks. And another person would just go in with concealer, but because this is dark, I thought wiping it off is probably the best way. And then I need a larger brush for some reason because I have fallout under my eye. I do not need anything else under there. So I'm not gonna put any eyeliner on this eye look. I kind of really enjoy it the way it is. And I am gonna put some mascara. After looking at the eye look a little bit more, I think it does need a little bit of eyeliner, so I'm going to use this one from Sephora, and it's one I haven't used in a long time. It's the color, what are you? Does it say? I have no idea. 510. I don't even know if they make this anymore. And just to check it, it does work. So I'm going to put that into my waterline ever so gently. So let me finish off my face and I will come back and we can talk about this palette. Okay, I am back and I have my completed look on my face, and as you can probably tell, I fixed the eyeshadow a little bit more because I found that it was a little bit too like light or faded on the top, so I went in and deepened the top color. What was that one again? It was the oh, I think I put Access in there. I think I put the color Access into the actual lid and just changed the appearance of it a little bit. Sorry I did it off camera, but it just needed it. And this kind of pulls everything together. So I really enjoyed this look. However, I will say it's still stubborn. This palette is still stubborn. Untamed was like hard to blend. Access was hard to blend as well. And I don't know, I feel indifferent. I think I need to use the brown shade range next time to really give it a opportunity to see if they all kind of perform the same way, or if it's just like the greens and yellows that do that. Well, the yellow was fine, but the greens. So would I get rid of this palette? No. I think I put a fairly nice look together, and I do want to give this another chance. You might see this again on the second chance style. I think that's what I'm going to call it, because I want to give it a chance. I want to go ahead and try the brown shades next time and see if they perform better. If not, then we'll figure out what we're going to do with this palette from there. But I hope that you enjoyed seeing me put this look together and using a palette that you may already have in your stash. And again, I want to start shopping my stash. So if you're interested in all of that, let me know your comments down below. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Become a member of my GonzFam. And as always, from my house to yours. I love ya.